Sweet! Welcome back, everybody, to VoveCast episode 25. Again, we have Kiko here, always coming in clutch on the VoveCast. Show up, show out. The man does not care about how much sleep he gets. And then we have new member, Avid.
Hello.
We're happy to have you.
I am very happy to be here.
I know it's late night. Let's see. We got, what, Roasting the Chap, Immortus, Fail. Fail said, tell Avid her hair is pretty. Didn't you?
Thank you. I just got it done.
Let's say you had an appointment, I'm pretty sure, right?
I did. I made it very clear I had a hair appointment today.
We're going to make everybody on Twitter know. So
everybody
knows.
Show out. I'm getting my hair done.
We got Roasty. Roasty, I'm doing fantastic, brother. We did basic adulting today, pretty much. And
okay.
I'm happy to be here.
Love that.
I love that.
I got one editing thing done.
Hey, one's better than none.
Yeah.
Facts.
Let's go. Spoiled bread. Yeah, I recognize some people in here. We love to see it. So, you know, first off, be sure to like the stream. Again, the more interaction we give with these, the better we can promote, you know, some of the stuff on the Team Vove YouTube channel. Again, we've had some fire videos as of recent, and we got more on the way. You know, Kiko's our lead editor, and I'm content lead, and we're trying to get some stuff together for you guys to make sure we can you know, get some exclamation point single. We don't have that command here. We can't
Who the damn
call
did it? Who
me
the hell
and
did
Kiko
it?
out on this, bro.
Who the hell did it?
Colin
No way.
Oswald?
Bring it.
Got no idea, bro. You don't need to call us out like that. It's too early, bro.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I thought I might add that to my stream now. I'm gonna steal that idea from you, Kiko. I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you a penny royalty anytime somebody uses it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Challenge accepted.
But yeah, cool guys. Again, a lot of what we're doing, especially on the YouTube channel, what we're doing IRL. Again, we have our partnerships. Again, Advanced, Overpowered, GamerAdvantage. Use code Vove. Again, Advanced, right? New level. This is a caffeine, I guess, replacement, apparently. And I'm not going to lie, I've been trying to switch over from things like, I guess, like Red Bull, because I have a lot of stuff provided for me at work. You know, if I'm there for, I don't know, 11, 12 hours, I'm like, oh, there's some drinks and stuff here. I've been trying to like stay away from that. So if you want a healthy alternative, this is the case. Again, same thing with OP bar. Again, if you don't like drinks, we do have a snack for that. And the Gamer Advantage, obviously, I'm blind as a bat, and so they do provide prescriptions as well,
Right.
and it's supposed to help with the blue light from the monitor. Supposed to sleep better, less headaches, and I can definitely attest to having less headaches 100% of the time. So, and I haven't been to the eye doctor in a while, so that's probably a problem in and of itself. But you know, I'm not the medical professional here. That's Avid there. So,
Nope.
but in any of it, guys, again, like we said, the title, new member Avid. Again, this is like we're getting more female representation on the team, and
Let's
you know that's
go.
great. This is something that we've been talking about for a while. Like after Hirsch pointed out, probably like what, a year ago when me and Kiko got on, it's just like we probably need more ladies on the team. So, again, this is supposed to highlight you. And if you want to, like I said before this, we were talking about, if you want to, I guess, like talk about your background, what kind of got you into content, and then leading that into, you know, why Team Vove in the first place, like who reached out to you, or did you reach out to us? Like, I'm not 100% sure how that went down, but again, if you want to start in the beginning.
It kind of just happened. No. So I've only been like a real, I would say, content creator for a little over a year now. I got my first like console, like Xbox, in 2018.
Oh, like
so
4 years ago.
Yeah, like Black Ops 4 was my first Call of Duty.
I feel so bad.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't like to openly admit it,
Hey, it's okay.
but here we are. But I did grow up playing like Crash Bandicoot on PlayStation, you know.
Okay.
So like I've been a gamer, I just haven't been like FPS gamer.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So I got my Xbox. I was so hesitant to play Call of Duty. It looked so intimidating, and I was like, no. And then I just tried it, and I got my first kill. And it was like addicting from that moment. I was like, I need more of this.
And the bloodlust just came over me,
And it
and
just-
we had
Just eyes red, let's go. So
Ice Katie in the lobby.
oh my gosh, definitely not. But so I played Black Ops 4 pretty much up until Modern Warfare 2019 came out, and then 2019 came out, and I was obsessed with it. I would play every night as often as I could. And then I kind of, at this point, I knew what Twitch was, but I didn't own the app. I own it. I didn't download it.
Jeff Bezos over here.
Yeah. Just kidding. And then one day I was like, I think it would be really fun to start streaming, but I didn't know where to start. And in my head, I was like, I have to play mouse and keyboard to stream on Twitch. So I started playing mouse and keyboard on Xbox before I even built a computer.
Yeah, because I guess that
you
does
can.
work for it. Yeah.
You can, yeah.
So I spent a lot of time learning how to play Call of Duty on mouse and keyboard. And now I can't even pick up a controller because I look at it and I'm like, what is this contraption? So I, for my birthday, built a computer, which was an experience in itself.
Is it that one behind you?
No, this is my second one.
Okay. About to say.
So, the graphics card we had in the cart was a 2080. Obviously, this is when graphics cards started to become popular. So I got stuck with the 1660 Ti, and I was like, that's not going to be good enough for streaming. But I had nothing else to do at that point in time. So I started streaming, and there were so many issues within itself of just like learning how to use OBS.
Oh, yeah.
And then one of my friends was like, I have a 3070. And I was like, that's mine. Bought it. Got a new case. And now we have my gorgeous computer behind me. And then I started streaming December of 2020. Nope. I don't know. It was a year ago.
2021?
2021. No,
That was
because we're 2020. No.
This is 2022.
December.
Unfortunately.
2020.
Why am I so confused? Yeah. December 2020.
So
You're right.
So a little over a year ago.
Yes.
There you go.
You guys, I went to school, I promise.
I went to public school. It's fine. Trust me.
By math.
Right.
So I started streaming, and then back in like early to mid February, I known Owl for a while. Her and I haven't really played with each other, but her and I have been friends on Twitter and TikTok. We know who each other are. So I saw that she was on the team, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Kind of left it at that. And then I started noticing like Hirsch followed me on Twitter, and I was like, interesting. And then I popped in one of his streams one day, and I was interacting with him, and I was like, okay, this would be kind of cool to be on a gaming team. Like, this would be like a dream. And I've always had goals to be a part of a team. I just didn't know who, what, when, all of that. So I reached out to Hirsch, and I was like, hey, asking for a friend, like, what do you have to do to get on the team? And he was like, who's the friend? It's me. I'm the friend. It's me.
Take the damn
what do I need to do? And he was like, well, you know, we really want to get to know you. We want to see who you are. Your content really fits what Team Vove is, but we want to really get to know you. And I was like, totally understandable. So a couple weeks went by, you know, continued to interact with everybody on Twitter. I was in everybody's streams. And then him and Bank reached out to me, and they were like, hey, we would love to have a meeting with you. And I was like, oh, is this it? So we hopped in a Discord call, and we were talking, and, you know, we went through the whole interview process. You know, social security card, just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was totally kidding. They were just asking me a bunch of questions, who I am, you know, just trying to get to know me a little bit more, like one-on-one rather than over social media.
Yeah.
Because, you know, people are different over Twitter versus when they're in person. I'm such a weirdo on camera. As Kiko knows.
Very much.
Okay.
And so after we got done talking, you know, Bank and Hirsch, they were like, you know, we'd love to talk about it before we make any decisions. He goes, it'll probably be a couple of days. And I was like, totally fine. We got off the call, and I was like, oh, I'm so stressed. It like was almost more stressful than like the job interview I just had, because I was like, I got the job, like I know what I'm doing, but here I'm like, what if they don't like the way I look? Like
Oh my god.
And then, and I kid you not, probably like 10 or 15 minutes later, Bank messages me and goes, hey, if we asked you to be on the team, would you accept? And I was like, absolutely. He goes, would you like to join Team Vove? It was like 15 minutes, I swear. So then the whole process started. You know, I had meetings with everybody, signing my contract, which was just exciting within itself. But I think the hardest part about all of it was you can't tell anybody you're on the team until we announce you. And I was like,
Yup.
what? It was, I think, 2.5 weeks from the moment I signed my contract until I got announced.
Yep.
And that was the longest 2.5 weeks of my life because
no leaking.
it was, I was like, guys, I have something so exciting to tell you, but I can't tell you. Oh, bye, Kiko.
No!
No! Welcome back.
My overlay.
Bye. With
Dave. So that's been kind of like from the beginning to now. And I only anticipate going up from here. Obviously, I don't anticipate going down the other way.
Yep.
But I joining Team Vove has definitely been like a huge door opener for me. It's really nice to share the same passion with other people. And, you know, I'm not saying anything against non-streaming individuals, gamers specifically, but when you stream, it's a totally different atmosphere than
100%.
just jumping on Call of Duty and playing with the homies. Like when you're streaming, you're putting on a show. So it's nice to be able to like share that with a group of people who is now my family.
I do want to point out like one major thing that this whole process that you talked about getting on Vove and like interacting with people on social stuff, like professionalism, so good. like, and we've talked about before, like, and people like, oh, can I join the team? Like, we've gotten emails where it's just in the subject line, can I join the team? No message. Like the amount of, from what you said on both ends, like we did it right, and you also did it right as well.
Yeah.
So.
And you know, I have gotten a lot of, you know, people have reached out to me and asked, hey, how do I get on the team? And I'm like, you just have to be there, be present, be interactive. If there's one piece of advice I could give for any content creator, it's just be there, be interactive with everybody around you. making friends in the streaming world is so easy.
Mhm.
Everybody's so nice. Everybody's willing to help. And so just being there, being interactive, like the opportunity will come, you know, and you have to put out the content too. You can't just say, I want to join the team and not stream and not put out
My first
content.
YouTube video like happened last week. Like,
Yeah, like it's a work in progress, and everybody wants results right now. And I am the worst one because I am so impatient. I hate waiting. I hate it.
I was about to say, like, you've been at this for like what, 2 years, two
Yeah.
years.
Year and a half.
Year.
Yeah,
Little
like-
over a year.
Yeah, give or take. But like, I have to tell myself to calm down and sit back and just be like, Nicole, it's gonna happen. Give it time.
Yep.
And it will come. Things will happen within good time.
Kiko and I have probably been through that same thing. Like, I've been doing this for I've been doing YouTube for 6 years, and
Yeah.
you know, I've been able to grow something, you know, very solid there. And I stream on Twitch. I've been debating on what to do, like switching over to YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, trust me, good things will come. I can't say good things will come to people who wait, because that's not accurate. Good things come to people who take action. So
Yeah, and go ahead.
yeah, Kiko.
Oh
Oh no, I was.
go ahead.
I
no,
wasn't
I'm
gonna say
good.
anything.
Oh, I can give all the advice in the world right now.
I was just agreeing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good things come to those who wait, but also who put in the work.
Yeah.
You have to put in the work. There's one thing I learned as a content creator is it is exhausting.
100%.
It can be, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
You gotta have
And-
really good time management. We talk
Yes.
about
Yeah,
this
and
every
if we're
episode.
Every episode.
100%.
And we can't feed into your brains enough. Like,
No,
it's exhausting.
and, like, and the biggest thing too, like, the biggest thing, obviously, the people who wait, put the work in, but we're getting to a point in content creation now where it's the people that can adapt. When you can adapt to trends like quickly and understand, okay, my audience is not liking this anymore as much as they used to, and I need to mix it up. I need to play with new people. I need to do this differently, do that differently. Like,
Try, fail,
oh,
adjust.
that's when you start to build an audience that actually loves what you're like, who you are, and not what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. We find it so many times where people show up. It's like, oh, you're not playing, you know, Call of Duty, for example. Why the heck am I here? Like, oh, you're not doing community night, or like community playing with like 60 people tonight or whatever in a private lobby. Oh, okay, I'm bouncing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, I think the hardest part being able to adapt was I built a community of Call of Duty. I would say 95% of my following is Call of Duty. And anytime I'm not playing Call of Duty, you know, I don't really have as many viewers, but I know the people who are there for me.
Mhm.
Yep.
And it's those people who are going to be with me until, you know, I make it to Twitch partner. And I think for me, once I figured out I don't have to play Call of Duty every stream, streaming became a lot more fun and a lot easier. Because you don't always want to play Call of Duty
oh yeah.
all the time, you know?
Well, I haven't played in like 6 months, so
let me tell you, it's been rough.
my mental health has just gone up significantly.
You're just like, wow, like,
playing
I'm not stressed anymore.
I was about to say, you mentioned Twitch partner. You have that little thing on your
I
back
do.
wall there.
So everybody's like, you've only been 30 streams, and I'm like, no, this is like when there's a month period where I didn't stream because I was in the middle of a move and I was setting up my new game room, and just I didn't have the option.
Mhm.
Streaming just wasn't an option. And anybody who knows, when you stream and you do really well and then you stop, just dead halt, you lose a lot of those people.
Yep.
Because they're like, whoa, where'd you go? And then getting them back, I think, is even harder.
Yeah. 100%.
So now I'm keeping myself accountable. Hey, it gives me the ability to look at like what I want. You know, everybody's like, I want to make Twitch partner. And I'm like, yeah, we all want Twitch partner, but like,
of
who's
course.
willing to work for it? Like, I
Yeah.
have that behind me, and then you guys can't see it, but I have a vision board, and it's got like the email that Twitch sends you when you get invited to Twitch partner. I have the little verified check mark, and I look at that every day because that's what I want. you know, whether that happens in 6 months or whether that happens in 2 years, like that's my end goal.
Yep.
So
having I personally don't have like a super huge like dream board. I like writing stuff out, so I literally have this giant like 6 foot by 6 foot like whiteboard over here that just has all this crap on it. I probably need to erase it and like redo it a little bit, but you know, having that stuff in front of you, seeing it every day is very important. You know, I guess before Team Vove and like before I took content extremely seriously and started doing everything across the board, you know, I associated with people who were successful in a variety of fields, business, you know, specifically, and that was one of the things that they did. Like the anybody, males, females, husbands, wives, whatever, they would have like their dream board. Like they would have like a car there, they would have like the house that they want, or like a blueprint plan. Same thing here, right? Like you have the Twitch partner email, you have the verified badge, like,
and I have a few other things on there that just like day-to-day life things, but like the Twitch partner email is like the dead center, because like that is the goal. Like, and you know, some people being verified on Twitter, that too, but on Twitch is like, oh, who cares? But like for me, like it's something I want so bad. And, you know, I'm willing to do what I have to get there. And I know it's going to be so much work. But the day it happens, the day I get that email, I'm just going to be like, you know what? It was completely worth it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, I'm not going to be like, wow, that was a waste of time. No, like,
I put everything. I lost sleep, you know, maybe, you know, lost some time, maybe lost some money, maybe lost a couple friends too, but, you know, definitely wasn't worth it or whatever.
Right. Like, no, like, you know, and going back to the friends thing, some people that I have in my life don't understand the content creating world. And they're like, I don't understand why a purple checkmark is so important to you. And I was like, because that purple checkmark shows that like I worked my butt off. And, you know, like when some people buy a new car, look, I got a new car. Good. Congratulations. I want a purple check mark. So
yeah. Kiko, I'm sorry, bro.
What,
are you
Kiko?
reading these YouTube comments in the chat, my guy?
Are they?
Yes, I am.
Okay. They are.
Are they?
They were.
Are they exclamation mark single?
They were. Yeah. It was like, it's like, when's Kiko gonna get a girlfriend? Like
getting roasted, bro.
Like I said before, I actually typed something in the chat. If you guys have any questions for, you know, Avid or just myself or Kiko or just all three of us, let us know. I know there's probably
I actually have one coming from my chat.
Okay.
They want to know how we separate our work moods from our stream moods. I know like some of us had super bad days at work, and then how do you avoid that while streaming? Like if you just home from work and you gotta hit live, like what's something you guys do to like counteract that?
Dave, would you like to go first?
I can try. I mean,
okay.
Personally, for me, for my work, it's not, you know, like I said, I pretty much create content for baking clients. So I kind of do, you know, similar stuff that I do there that I do here, you know, streaming, recording, all this other stuff as well. I manage some people, and yes, it can be stressful. Yes, not every day is hunky-dory. And granted, I've already talked about this before. Like, I would love, you know, I love my boss. I love my coworkers. They're great people. I would just rather put a porch on my house instead of my boss's. So that's why I want to own my time and money and do this type of stuff full time. Again, it's nothing against them. It's just what I want to do. And but if I guess if I do have a bad day, I've gotten into a really good habit of like, I shouldn't say like separating the two, but it's funny that when I get home from a work day, I feel more energized sitting down here, editing, getting stuff done, getting ready to stream, and I guess having like a positive mental attitude about it versus being at work. Not that I'm negative at work or anything. I just know that here, this is what's actually bringing the results of essentially what would be my freedom from that job, so to speak. And so I guess I kind of have to remind myself sometimes, you know, okay, this right here is what's helping me. Like, that's good. That's money. I'm using that to, you know, invest, do all this stuff, whether it's, you know, regular investments, investing in my setup, like whatever it is. So I kind of have to remind myself that, hey, that's not going to affect me in 5 to 10 years. Like this, me being mad right now is not going to affect me in 5 to 10 years. So I guess I had to remind myself of that. It's not really like, oh, I'm so mad. you know,
Yeah.
hit myself in the face a couple times, and then we start streaming.
Smack, smack.
Gotta have the right mentality going into it for sure.
Right. Yeah.
100%. Do you want to go, Avid, or you want me to take it?
I'll go. So, oh man, separating work from streaming.
I was about to say yours is we've
Yours
seen,
is probably the most intense out of all
we've
of us.
seen the.
So-
I was about to say your work experience versus my work experience. Yours is like
So I am such a busybody, and working in healthcare, you have to be able to shut your brain off. And for me, it took a while to perfect it. And now that I'm at a new job, it's been a lot easier to be able to turn it off. But like it's hard to be able to come home and say, all right, I'm no longer at work. I'm here to stream. But my old job, I always brought work home with me. I was always getting text messages, phone calls, because I was constantly taking care of people, and they had to have a direct line to me. I was constantly bringing work home. And now that I have switched jobs, as soon as I leave the office, like, I'm like, all right, I gotta go home and stream now. And I've been very blessed with the new position that I'm in. I have a great doctor that I'm working for. I have a great team that I'm working with. I'm excited to go to work. And I'm also excited to stream. One of the things I feel like, not everybody, but a lot of people say like, oh, well, you can't enjoy your job, you're like your IRL job, and enjoy streaming. Like you can only enjoy one.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily accurate. You know, a lot of people like you said, you like your job now.
Yeah, I love my job. I'm so excited to go to work because of who I work with and what I do. But I'm also really excited to come home and stream because not only is it a second job, but like I get to be with like the people who share the same passion with me. So for me, it's a win-win. And I think if I wasn't in this new position that I'm in my IRL job, it would be a lot harder to be able to differentiate the two. But because I'm so happy at work, I come home happy and I'm excited to stream. Not all days are like that, I'll tell you.
No.
In healthcare, no way.
But just know, like, if mentally you are exhausted, don't stream. Like, it's okay not to stream. Everybody will be there. Take a mental day. It's a real thing.
The people who genuinely, you know, enjoy your content, enjoy who you are and what you're doing, they will show up. 100%.
Exactly. For sure.
Yeah.
Kiko, do you have your little how do you get ready? You know, just gotta mind yourself, get on Tinder for 30 minutes. Right? No.
I can't stand you.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
That one just
This is making it on YouTube. I'm pissed. No, for me, I'm a very tight time management person. Like, I believe it or not, like if you knew me IRL, you wouldn't think so, but I am. I know I can deal with like, 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night. So I literally will like plan out things, and I plan out my days when it comes to streaming and all that kind of stuff. So when I get off work, I give myself about an hour and a half before I actually have to boot up stream and do stuff, and I can literally do anything I want with that, whether that's watching YouTube, eating. I take naps before stream sometimes to shut my mind off, because my work does come home with me. I was just working yesterday, and yesterday was my day off. Like I get text messages. I wouldn't even be surprised if I get a text message during this VoveCast right now. And it's, I have to separate it, and I have my boundaries and all that. But like I set time aside to make sure my mind is right before I actually go into stream, because I'm a very mentally healthy and just stable person. I don't let many things affect me, all that kind of stuff. But like, I think it's because I set time aside intentionally to make sure, okay, I'm gonna cool down after work, or even if it was a good day at work, anything like that, just to make sure that I'm not thinking about it anymore and I'm prepping for stream, whether that's getting people to play with, whether that's just getting my mind right, grabbing, drinks, food, whatever I need to make sure that stream goes well. But that's something that just, helps me. And no, Dave, I don't get on fucking Tinder.
You said nap, so I mean, I guess that's the better alternative. Yeah, not baking. Sorry, banking. Banking, as in like financial institutions. Yes, sorry. I'm sorry, my Ohio half country accent comes out. Let's see here. I saw another one that we just had. What quote on Scrubby asked, what quote unquote content would you say reflects Team Vove? I would say probably as of right now, from what I'm seeing, like the reaction and some of the IRL stuff. To be honest, like obviously it's getting warmer out. COVID restrictions are lifting. We're planning on doing multiple meetups throughout the year, and I'm very excited for that because I would love to leave the great state of Ohio a couple times. You know what I'm saying? So, but we can't leak any of that information and stuff like that. But that's just from what I'm seeing. So.
Why is my camera being a nuisance?
A
nuisance today. I don't get it. Vove in general, yeah, I would say I think our IRL stuff probably hits the best in my opinion. Even when I first joined the team, when they did that Minnesota trip, unfortunately I couldn't go, but I mean it was, some of the best YouTube content I've seen since we've been, kind of since I've been on the team at least. Then it was fun, and we have stuff moving forward for this year. We got some stuff planned out. But yeah, I would definitely say IRL. But honestly, we're a variety team. Like, with the state of how Call of Duty is, and like Halo being honestly a flop, at Battlefield being a flop, like we're at such a variety content when it comes to scary games, Apex, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the spooky games. You guys love that stuff, and
I love spooky.
No. She likes that stuff. I
love spooky games.
I only do it like during October, like. But I just thought you just said like Halo. It's so funny. I got Shy to download the recent Destiny 2 stuff.
Stop. No, you didn't.
I swear to God, you can ask him, bro. He was like asking me all these questions. He's like, oh, this new campaign is going to be so easy. And it's like legendary. He gets murked within like the first 5 minutes. I'm like, I told you. It's a little tougher when you have like, for him, like he's so used to like the skulls in Halo for like the modifiers. And I'm like, it's the same thing here. You have your modifiers and whatnot. But yeah, I was about to say,
upset that Halo flopped. I was really excited for it, and it was
a
just
lot of us are.
Yeah. I was like, Halo, let's go. And then it kind of just straight down.
Yeah, they just had like an article about how one of the developers like didn't even play the game. I was like, ugh.
Well, and they had a release date for multiplayer by Kiko, and all of a sudden one day it was like, haha, we released multiplayer, and we were like, wait, what?
Yeah, it was like the week before the campaign drop.
Yeah, and I was like, why? Like
well, the multiplayer was free. So
yeah, and like multiplayer is good. I enjoy it. I don't know. It's a good game. Just
Halo's Time to Kill makes me so mad because I'm so used to Destiny and like high octane, like fast moving gameplay, and Halo's like. Like I feel like I'm just like floating around. I don't know, but
you're like, let me shoot bullets at you and then give it about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Here's 6 grenades in one spot. You'll probably die. Looks like how much do you see Vove growing in the next few years? With at the rate that things are happening, I would say pretty big. I would hope so. I mean, look, all I gotta say is our content's getting better. Our merch drops are getting better. Like the recent hoodie, I bought a second one. Yeah,
I have 2.
Yep.
I was gonna say I'm probably gonna.
It's just really hot in my house, so I don't want to put it on.
Oh, I got one that was a large, and that one's like more form fitting. It's because I'm
snug.
Little, yeah, you know what I'm saying. And I got the extra large, and I was like, I want something a little more, blanket type beat. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I got like.
That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any other questions here. Question: considering we're in a game drought right now, we just talked about that. Are there any upcoming games that y'all are interested in going into a team mindset, playing together / comp? I can't really think of anything on the top of my head for me personally.
Comp, no. I think right now, comp except for honestly CDL and.
Maybe Valorant.
I would say Valorant Valorant League are always gonna be solid.
Thanks, Riot.
But yeah, Valorant League and CDL comp right now is just not. I don't personally find any interest in it right now. It's just not. I mean, it's just kind of the same thing. There's nothing really happening. The biggest thing that's happening in the Call of Duty world, or just in any comp, is the fact that they're redoing Rebirth Island next week, which I'm actually very excited about.
Oh, I don't know
well,
if I am.
Shoot,
I'm
I might
not
have
good
to
with
update the
change.
game. Like when it came to Call of Duty, like I liked Rebirth when it initially came out. It's just, you know, I get on, like, I play it for a week and I'm like, yep, now I'm getting
I'm done.
now I'm getting shit on.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
anything from you, Avid?
Oh.
Any comp games or anything that you've seen coming out or anything?
No.
Yep.
I'm pretty much, my bubble consists of Call of Duty, and if not Call of Duty, then scary games.
Yeah.
And as everybody knows, I'm terrible at Call of Duty. So bad.
No,
like
you're probably better.
I'm not
than me.
gonna say I'm worse than
forever.
Kiko, but Kiko did end a game with 0 kills.
Wait a damn minute here. We're not.
Look,
This
we
is unbelievable.
don't need to bully him to death. Look, I try whenever I try to play with like Hirsch and them, I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard. Trust me.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago I played with Rob, Sooner, and Alki, and like straight demon mode dropped. I was dropping like 5 to 6 kills a game, which never happens. Ask anybody, never happens. And then I got off and played with some other friends, and I went right back down. And I was like, maybe I gotta play with these guys more often. I think just playing with Rob and Sooner and Alki, I had to like prove myself.
Had to flex on him a little bit.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh look, I'm really good at Warzone, and then I'm like, haha, just kidding, I'm really bad.
We just got lucky a couple times. It's okay, guys. No, I do want to kind of change the question from like a competitive just to games that I'm excited about. They dropped like the state of play for the new like Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy game.
I did see that.
And bro,
What?
Yeah, Avid, if you're a Harry Potter fan, look this shit up. You literally could like make your character like choose. You go through the hat and everything. You're like, apparently a story's like you're some sort of prodigy child starting school late. So it's it looks incredible. Someone else said Elden Ring. To be honest, Elden Ring, you know, it looks great. I'm just not good at like Dark Souls or Bloodborne or anything like that. It looks cool, and I've watched YouTube videos of it. But also, I'm grinding the shit out of Destiny right now because I have no life.
No, commit to something.
Yeah, come on. I'm trying to get through the story campaign and stuff like that.
Sooner, Avid popped off. Sooner, that was the only time I've ever popped off in Call of Duty.
I do recall
like
a time
5
where we
games.
played 5 games in a row, and Avid quite literally had 1 kill throughout the 5 games.
Got him.
There's a reason I have Queen of Gravity checks in my TikTok bio.
Fall damage? Never heard of her.
Broken ankles, right here.
Look, just start playing Apex. There's no fall damage. You'll be fine.
See, I can't play Apex. I'm gonna say it. I don't like Apex. I don't like it.
It's different for sure. Like when they dropped that control mode like a couple weeks ago, I actually liked that a lot versus like the actual battle royale side. But again, like I'm average at battle royale games to begin with. So, Scrubby asks, how important is viewership to Team Vove? Like, have some guys who are grinding and creating content but has pretty low following. I guess like how important is like the, you know, like maybe a creator coming onto the team when it comes to viewership and following and stuff like that. Again, we don't really care about that. You know, for me personally, like I don't have some sort of crazy huge following. I've also been doing this for a long time, so it has like slowly progressed, and you know, I like that slow progression. But again, like I know for myself, I don't have like 10,000 followers on Twitch, 100,000 YouTube subscribers, and all that stuff. Like, and I've been doing this for a while, and I've had to take breaks here and there. And like Avid said, once you take the break, it kind of falls off a little bit. You know, you kind of have to pick up the extra weight and get rolling again. But you know, Hirsch has talked about it plenty of times. It's not about, you know, having large amount of viewership. You know, it's about, I guess, like who as a person, the mindset coming into it. Literally, like Avid said, she literally went through what would be a job interview process in signing a contract. Like the.
And if I could just like continue off of that, as hard as it is to not look at the numbers don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you have 2 people watching you or if you have 20 people. It's who you are and the content you put out. Like, I can't stress that enough. And everybody's like, oh yeah, I want 500 people watching me. You know how hard it would be to keep up with 500 people in chat?
Oh yeah.
You know how stressful that would be?
You can't.
I got rated by Alex Zedro one time. She brought 1,200 people in, and I was like, I think I'm having like cardiac arrest. Like, there's so much
New
going
follower
on
every 5 seconds. Like,
oh my
trying to-
gosh.
oh, thank you.
And for me, like, I like being a smaller streamer because you get that one-on-one interaction with people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not dissing the big streamers. I freaking love Sweet Tail. She's the best.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you how many times I'm just like lurking in her chat and like something goes by and she like totally misses it. And I'm like,
And here's the
I
thing:
have-
you
yeah.
get to the point where you can't feel bad about that,
Right.
and you also have to have an audience that's understanding of that as well.
right.
Like you
And-
got to make those expectations.
Yeah. And again, like over time that will grow, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You got
content.
to adjust to all that for sure. Yeah, and like we said, you know, like we and Kiko and I have talked about it, like if you're like I want to join Team Vove and you have no YouTube content, you're not tweeting, you're not doing stuff, it's kind of hard for us to be like we want you on the team, you know? So, and
Yeah. Go ahead,
It's
Kiko.
like it's also what can you bring to the team that's different?
Yeah.
It's like we all have different personalities, we all have different skill sets, different communities that we bring in and whatnot. And for me, and I've always been on the opposite end of this. For me, to me, numbers do matter.
I was about to say, you're very like
if you're-
analytics type guy.
I'm a very analytical person. I understand social media marketing. That's quite literally my job. In my opinion, numbers do matter, but it's not like we don't need you to average 50 viewers. Like if I can see a progression of, oh, you started with 5 viewers and you're starting to grow. Like I can see the progression. I can see that your content growing. I can see your social start to grow. I can see you start to play with more different people from the community, different content creators that are from, your community or, your realm of gaming, wherever you're from. That to me, I'll value community and the content that you push out over anything. But to say, for me at least, to say numbers don't matter, I don't agree with that whatsoever.
Okay.
Like I think
Yeah, but-
numbers 100%
Yeah.
matter.
From the perspective you're coming
Like-
to, like, yeah, if you have the
Right.
same amount of viewership and you haven't really changed anything across the board, then nothing's going to change,
Yes,
right?
100%. I'm
Yeah.
not like that
That's
is
what you're
110%. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it is not like if you are learning and adapting and you're still not working, keep doing that.
Yep.
You're gonna
Right.
hit something. You're gonna hit a gold nugget at some point and grow.
Just
But
like,
if you're doing the same thing over and over again and you're growing and you're fluctuating in that same part, you got to change something.
Yeah,
Like,
and when I say numbers don't matter, like when you're sitting stressing looking at your viewer count every stream, like are you focusing on the stream or are you focusing on how many people are in your stream?
oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm reading and Scrub saying I don't have viewer count on, I don't care about the numbers, just the support. The support throughout the team is astronomical.
Yeah.
The day one that I was on the team, not announced, but I was on the team.
got put in all the little
everybody-
group chats and
All the group chats. Everybody was so full of love and support. And we support each other throughout the team. Which I think the best part being on the team is just the family aspect of it. Don't get me wrong, being on the team as a content creator is awesome, but like having this family, this group of people is like it blows everything else out of the water.
Yeah.
And we talked about it before, like with this team versus a team that has 100 members on it, not to crap on those teams or whatever, but the mentality when it comes to this team versus other teams, like you said you got in to treat you like family, and that was the vibe that you got. Like, and that's the main important thing, because teams that just keep bringing on people, it's you don't have the same environment.
Yeah, and you could get lost in it, and it's nice to have that family feeling. Like I'm so excited when we all meet, like whenever that may be. I'm so excited for that day. I can actually see everybody in person, even though Kiko only thinks I'm 4'11". I'm definitely not. I'm so excited for that day to like actually see everybody in person. Like,
wait, how tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
Oh, okay. Dude.
But Kiko thinks I'm 4'11".
In heels, Dave, in heels.
Oh, okay. Dude, Winking had me fooled. She said she was like 5'11". I'm like, no shot.
No, she's not.
I know. I'm like, if you're 5'11", you still got that 5'4" energy, bro. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, and then I think John was like, go stand by the door. And like, she's like, not even there.
I think her and I are similar heights.
She's 5'6".
Yeah, 5'6", yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't look 5'6".
Yeah, see that 5'4" energy, like just exactly what I was talking about,
energy,
bro.
come on.
Like, she's 4'12". That's
not
Dave, how tall are
even.
you?
Okay,
5'10".
so yeah. Okay,
Oh.
so Disloyal and E are two of my mods, and they
Okay.
I've just been watching them all day. Watching them. These guys.
Let's see. Fail's got a question. Do y'all feel like the more you grow that there might ever be a time on dude, I went to public school.
English.
Breathe
Ah!
out. Breathe out. It's fine.
y'all
One word
feel-
at a time.
Do y'all feel like the more you grow that there ever be a time that the growth might go to anyone's head on the team or within the leadership? I don't think so. And this is why we pick people, right? I don't see that happening.
No, not anybody on the team. I've seen where like people blow up and they just like drop everybody. They're like,
Mhm.
well, I'm a famous content creator now, so like I don't need you. And I'm like, dang. Like,
Yeah.
ouch.
Yeah, that's the only time where I can definitely I can see that somewhat happening is kind of like a pun situation
Mhm.
where the
Okay.
opportunities of his growth started to weigh in on his actual life,
Mhm.
and he could actually do something with it. In a sense of he could live off of this and do that, and
Mhm.
everything that we were doing in the time would have held him back from what he could have done. And I think that's when, if somebody exploded like that, I would 100%, bro, you're taking care of yourself, your family, whatever you need to do, that's on you.
Mhm.
But as far as a big head and
Ego, I guess.
no, an ego, no, I don't think so.
No.
I do and that's the thing too. Like I'll get into voice chats late night. I'll hop in with Shy or some other people. And the cool thing is that we can talk about growth just across the board. Like Shy's like, man, I had a TikTok go off. I'm like, I love it. And there's no I think all of us on the team were very competitive in a sense, but it's also it's that friendly competition where it's not that we're putting each other down. It's that, hey, let's keep progressing. Let's keep putting out more quality content.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do those things across the board. So let's see, what else do we got? Question: Is it the team's decision to bring somebody on Vove or leadership? I guess leadership, aka business team.
Yeah, I mean, we always we're very open in a sense of hey, throw us a name if you guys think this person would be a good fit on the team and whatnot. But when it comes to the final say, it's gonna go to leadership, and we'll explore their content and we'll see who they are as a person and what they stand for and all that kind of stuff, and then we kind of make the final decision at that point.
Yeah, let's see. Check out every single person request to be on the team or their main account to doing today. I don't know. That's I don't have access to the DMs. Thank the Lord I don't. I've told Bank and plenty of other people that if they need me in a business meeting, I would love to, because there's like we talked about. I'm not gonna get not gonna roast anybody or anything, but there is a certain amount of professionalism that you have to have, just in general. If you want to take this seriously, you probably need to have a fairly serious attitude behind what you're doing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and it transfers from real life to streaming life. Just because we're in content creating doesn't mean that you can shorten words, throw F-bombs.
Mhm.
It's what you're saying to people still matters.
100%.
And again, all of us, like you said, we all screw around. We all,
Right.
we all say some things, but at the end of the day, there's a certain level of integrity. There's a standard of excellence. I know we haven't explicitly talked about it, but it's one of those things that it's kind of implied. Right?
Yeah, when I messaged Hirsch, I could show you the conversation, not a single F-bomb in there. And if you've ever been in a stream of mine, I am dropping the F-bomb left, right, and center. So
I mean, same.
it's really good. So it's just being able to
environment.
but it's being able to be professional, but you could also be yourself. Just be
Correct.
professional when you need to,
Mhm. Yeah. Absolutely. So like that's been like the base talk of this whole VoveCast. Just like, guys, don't just put all lowercase. Can I join the team? Question mark.
Make sure, yeah. Make
Like-
sure you uppercase.
Yeah.
You remember-
Like, I mean, even like
That's
for
like
me,
something.
even because I kind of oversee the Instagram a little bit.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'll go look in the DMs and I'll see like just like you have a picture of a squirrel as your profile picture and you're sending in clips. I'm like, who are you? A name I've never seen on liking the photos, Twitter profiles, nothing.
No interaction.
Like never
yeah.
seen you, no interaction whatsoever. And it's like at that point, I won't look at it. But if it's somebody that like I've seen, I've actually seen you be pretty active. Every once in a while, I'll take a look
and they
at it.
follow the account. Oh, and
Yeah. Following an account, that's actually a freaking big one. Like, oh my gosh.
Nah, no way.
Yeah. But I just think, as even if you're a new streamer now, like the quality that you have to have now, the bar in 3 years ago was set so low. Now it's, I mean, you have to have some decent quality stuff. Like it's not just like you can have a scuff stream and all that, but like when it comes to your socials, look the most professional you can, because
Yeah.
that will go so much farther than you would actually think.
Yeah, we're not telling you to go invest in,
No,
$400 or
absolutely
$500
not.
microphones and all this stuff.
No.
Obviously, I've told the story and Kiko knows. I don't know if Avid knows it, but I didn't have these PCs until like January of, I think like 2021. Right when GPU prices went skyrocketing through the roof. Right, this is right before that. 2070 Super in this guy, and then I have a 3080 in the gaming PC over here.
Nice.
And like I said, like you said, you build it yourself. Built both by myself. I built a third PC for the one to have at work, and for people who know, like, it gets boring sometimes, so I gotta be productive on the gaming
Yeah.
space. You know what I'm saying? And I stream straight from a console with a Logitech webcam for probably 6 months to a year, and then I was like, this is when Freak was on the team, but he pretty much bullied me into my current setup that I have now, and I was like, damn, he's right. Like, gotta be professional. Gotta have I want to have a nice camera because, like, and again, this is what I want to do. I figured out my vision, I guess, for like what I want for content and what I want my life to look like and how I want to achieve that through content creation and I guess my brand and being a business owner, so to speak. Because at the end of the day, this is pretty much a business, right? You have to time manage,
Right.
you have to allocate funds. Like, acting like it's not is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, when I first started streaming, I had a little $30 webcam from Amazon. Didn't have a microphone, and then as I started getting subs, anything that like people donate, subscriptions and stuff goes right back into my setup. And if it doesn't go into my setup, it goes right back to the community.
Yep.
Just because like, the stuff's expensive.
Yeah.
It
is.
Bye, Kiko. It's very expensive. So like, don't expect to like one day wake up and be like, I gotta buy a $3,000 PC. Like, it takes time.
It takes
100%.
I did see a question. Avid, would you rather live on an island with Kiko or Dave? Ooh.
First off, I'm sorry for both.
Same. Look, I'm not gonna say that working on a farm and understanding the environment and stuff like that might help, but you know what I'm saying.
But yeah.
If you say neither, that's fine. Or if you kill us,
that's not a question.
Or if you kill us right off the bat, I'm.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of island are we talking about? Like a deserted island? Is there like a resort there? Like I need all of the.
Yes, there's a hot tub, of course. Now we're fine.
If there's a hot tub, well then I don't need either of them.
We got L real quick. Let's see. Spoiled Bread, do you have to stream on Twitch to be on Vove, or can you post hella on YouTube like 2 times a week and be without streaming? We talked about before, you don't have to be a streamer, but again, most of the people on the team, do stream to some degree, or if you are, the graphic designers, for example, they're putting out stuff like crazy, like on other social media platforms. So again, it's not necessarily streaming, but it's like, what type of content are you trying to do? And typically when it comes to gaming or getting your community, around you in a live setting, streaming is going to be the best option to do that out of all.
Yeah, and that's what I would say too. I would say it doesn't hurt. It doesn't. You do not have to, but I'm telling you, you're not helping yourself by not.
Correct.
Because in my opinion, that's the best way you can gauge your active audience and your active community that truly supports you, because they're there in that moment watching you. And that's how, for me, that's how I'm like, okay, I can gauge you have this many people active in your community, and then then I move to your socials. Then I'll start to look.
Yep, exactly. It's just like with the recruitment challenge. We watched the initial video, that people put out for that stuff. We look through the socials. We check to see people, are consistently, being on the platforms that they're on and stuff like that. And again, there's so many platforms now that you have to,
oh my gosh,
kind of allocate that time. It's like, oh, I dropped a TikTok. Now I have to take that TikTok. Oh, got also drop that on Reels. Oh, put that on YouTube Shorts. Oh, is it a different YouTube Shorts channel? Now I got to put that on that channel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, understanding that time management stuff is key as well. And sorry, were you gonna say something?
Oh, it's just a lot.
Yeah, it can be overwhelming at times. Yeah.
So, another piece of advice. So, Stone Mountain. Some people know who he is. Some people don't. He did a free seminar, and I was like very curious about it. This was even before Team Vove was a thing.
Oh yeah.
For me, it was like, how do I grow? Just how do I grow? I was struggling. I didn't know how to do it. And the one thing that stuck in my brain from this seminar was, look, if you only have 10 hours a week to give to content creating, only spend 2 of those hours actually live streaming.
Yes.
You need to spend the rest of the time filling the gaps for your audience. When you're not live, you need to be able to give your viewers something to watch so that when you are live, they'll come back. If you literally just stream on Twitch and you're not posting content, you know what I mean? How are you going to gain followers? Yep. Right.
And we've talked about before, Twitch is not organic whatsoever. So.
No, not whatsoever.
No.
It's tough.
No. So, and then hold on, Schmoogly said deserted island. Ooh. Well, guess I'm dying.
Okay.
Damn, Kiko and I have got mad disrespected right there. Golly.
Oh, man.
If I create a lot of short form content, does long-term content like YouTube really affect the person and the team's eye that much? For me personally, yes. YouTube has just always been a platform to post on when it comes to content in general. And YouTube is still, I'm very happy that's still fairly organic. Again, some videos pop off, some don't, just because of how you make the title, make the description, put in tags. You do have to do research on that stuff. You can't just randomly toss some stuff in there and just pray to God it works. But I would say like TikTok and all that stuff, like obviously like that stuff is new. It's an easy way to post and an easy way to grow and push people to your other platforms. But YouTube's always going to be there when it comes to long form content. So
yeah. I think I think long form content is definitely important. I think it's gauging again. Short form content is, you can keep people entertained for 15-30 seconds. That's dope. But if you can make somebody watch a 10-minute video, that means they're invested for 9.5 more minutes than that 30-second TikTok that you posted.
Yeah.
And that to me, I'm like, that's commitment rather than, I can just swipe up to the next video, whatever I'm watching kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I actually saw my first 10-minute TikTok video. I didn't watch it, but I saw at the bar in the bottom. It was going real freaking slow. It was barely moving. Like a snail down there, bro. I swear to God. But yeah, TikTok putting if we want to talk about that too real quick before we end it, just in general, because like TikTok with the 10-minute YouTube video, I'm not sure how the monetization and all that stuff works on TikTok, whether there's going to be some sort of, if they're going to implement some sort of ad revenue, or if it's just based off views like they kind of have now. But I think at the moment I'm probably not going to push my YouTube content out to that, but it'd be cool. I think, but again, do I want to spend the time to have to edit my YouTube video that has a camera angle, the gameplay, other audio commentary, now I have the ending screen and all this stuff, like,
yeah, and doing that with whatever editing style you normally do. I like to do a lot of subtitling, zoom ins, funny. Yeah, F that. Sorry. F that.
Yeah, you can't just take the rendered version and just put it on TikTok because stuff's gonna get cropped off. Like you can't.
Yeah. F that.
There's a lot that goes into editing a video.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate it. If I'm being honest, I hate editing videos. I have the attention span of a goldfish. So if my TikTok's more than 15 seconds, it's I have probably 10 to 15 unfinished videos sitting in my Premiere Rush right now.
Oh my.
Because I'm just like, yeah, no.
I think,
not today.
I think I've gotten to the point for me. It's just like with Destiny, it's just so overwhelming because there's so much crap I could do with it. I just need to figure out what to do first. And I've done 2 YouTube videos. Like I've done one every week. I've done one for the first 2 weeks. I didn't do one this past week. But yeah, editing can be a pain in the butt too. And especially like if you record it wrong or if you're doing like, you know, a dub or something, like getting your like a voiceover or something, and you mess it up like 6 different times, especially in the beginning, you're like,
oh,
screw the recording, we're starting over,
we're done.
I
flip the desk.
And that's the thing too. I used to type out like full scripts, and now half the time I have like my 10 main points, and I just freestyle it. Yeah.
Anytime I record like anything I'm putting in front of a TikTok, I have to write down, and then I put it right under the camera because right over my head. Yep.
I try to like have it like on the screen, but it's like white, and then it like people can see me reading the script. I'm like, I feel like it's not real, but also there is a certain amount of like professionalism when it comes to that too. Dang, Gray just said you're looking cute, Kiko.
I've seen a couple of those comments, and I appreciate every single one of you.
Exclamation mark single.
I hate all of you.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Look, the right lady will come along. Okay. You're down there in Texas.
Bro.
You got some nice ladies down there. I'm in Ohio, okay?
I got some Southern belles down here.
Yeah,
ooh.
and I got
You.
some
I feel like you're not a Southern belle girl.
I am not by any means. No. Absolutely not.
Honey.
Hell no.
Oh my
do so much, but you know, we've been going live for an hour now. Again, I don't want to keep everybody's time. Thank you everybody for the questions. This was pretty good. You know, we talked a lot about, you know, professionalism.
It was great.
And making content and all this stuff. It's stuff that we repeat. There, you know, if you watch other VoveCasts or if you listen to this, whether you're on Apple, you know, Spotify, Google Podcasts, again, we do these live on YouTube every Saturday. But if you notice when it comes to content and, you know, pursuing this as the thing that you want to do when it comes to, you know, your brand or business or like whatever, you hear there's certain things that we end up repeating, and it's probably key that you either write those down or potentially just even follow those, because I don't know, maybe the people here know something about it a little bit. I don't know, you know. I'm just a guy who streams Destiny 2 and is literally everywhere. I cover a variety of topics. But Avid, we're very excited to have you on the team. We appreciate you being here. We're definitely going to get you in some more YouTube content, probably spooky content, because Call of Duty.
I love spooky.
There may or may not be a video coming out with Avid here within the next week.
Just wait, you'll see.
Wink, wink, honk, honk. But 12-hour VoveCast, you know, I would love to do 12-hour VoveCast.
Yeah, no.
You can. Whoever said that can fluke right off with that.
You can go fly.
That's for a different time, a way different time. I would love to do a longer VoveCast, but again, like we said, we all got stuff to do. We're all very busy.
Right.
People.
It would be something we'd have to plan months out in advance, and we'd have to get I would say like 5 to 10 of us together.
Yeah.
Do a 12-hour stream.
Yep.
Whether VoveCast or, but that would be really fun.
And no one can drink until 3 hours in.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Well, we're on hour 2,
gosh.
and 2 people have already dropped off the call. They're already asleep. Cool, guys. I appreciate you guys being on. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Again, be sure to follow, you know, Avid, myself, and Kiko on Twitter. I will have those in the description updated. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. All that great jazz. And we will catch you guys in the next VoveCast. Sweet. See ya.
Sweet. Bye. Exclamation mark single.
I can't stand it.